Howdy, y'all. Well, let's talk about cooperation. Cooperation. Okay, we know if you're a family member, friend, and somebody's trying to build something, carpenter, plumber, electrician, they're trying to put up things in the cabinets. You come back from the grocery store and somebody says, would you cooperate with me and help me get this stuff put up and the groceries put up, or cooperate with me so we can get this thing done, or whatever. That's what I call friendly cooperation with somebody you have a relationship with, that you know, you understand, and they don't have no ill intention towards you, and they don't have a job to fine you or imprison you or otherwise molest, obstruct, or hinder your free movement, or create difficulties for you in your life. Now, when police use the word cooperate, that is a code word for help me build a case against you. Come here, buddy. That's my little poodle. He's a good guy, isn't he? Yeah, good guy. I got a puppy named Frankie too. Anyway, when they say cooperate, that means help me build a case against you. So like when they're wanting your driver's license, registration, insurance, whatever, and they're saying, are you not going to cooperate with me? Well, heck no, I'm not going to cooperate with you. Cooperate don't mean with the police what it means to the rest of the world. It helps. It means help you gain evidence against myself. You're violating the Fifth Amendment. You're trying to get me to give you a driver's license, a registration, and insurance that might be expired. It might not have the correct address on it. It might have inaccurate information, and you're going to say I'm giving false information to police. You're going to say I said this or said that. So cooperating with police is bad business. I do not cooperate with police. I was police, almost 40-year career. Now, I can't tell you how many times I said, why are you not going to cooperate with me? Or are you refusing to cooperate with me? Of course, that was police training. It's called a prompt-to statement. It is to prompt you to say something, or prompt you to act in some manner or some conduct or some behavior that I can take to the next level to control you, okay? It doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to write you a ticket. It doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to take you to jail, but it doesn't necessarily mean I'm not neither. It gives me a lot more latitude and longitude to control you, to put the clamps down on you to do whatever it was I need to do or anybody else. Now, because I was a more than fair guy, when people cooperated with me, they nearly always just went on home. A few did get a ticket, a few people did go to jail, but I'd say proportionally it was less than 10%. Over 90% went away. But I can't tell you about the next cop. I can't tell you about cops these days. It just seems like there's a whole new breed. Every 10 or 20 years they get some new kind of thinking in their head. But usually when the people cooperate with me, they wind up having warrants or other things going on that wasn't just solely me deciding. So when police say, so you're refusing, and they get them eyes drawing and that head drops down, they say, so you're refusing, huh? That's what you're doing, you're refusing. That is meant to agitate you, to aggravate you. Now that is supposed to get you to act in some way or some conduct or behavior where they got a little more leverage on you because of something you say or do. And so it gives them greater control. But a lot of times if you got a disability or some mental issue, it may cause you to act out, and they'll use that and they'll say you're being aggressive. You are verbally combative or physically combative. Okay? It doesn't mean you hit them. It could be that you threw your hands up like you wanted to fight, or waving your arms around or moving around quickly or something like that. So they're going to say you were verbally and or physically aggressive toward them. And at some point they took you into, quote, custody or detention to stop the aggression. And then if they decide they're going to let you go, they'll say, you cooled down to the point it was safe to release you later. So it, quote, wasn't an arrest and unarrest. They can't arrest you and unarrest you. They can only temporarily detain you and restrain you. So anyway, when police say, so you're refusing, I would say the best thing to say, in my opinion, for myself, would be, well, that's your word. That's not my word. You're saying refusing. I'm saying I'm instituting my constitutional Fifth Amendment right not to talk to you, and that includes not producing any documents to you. So you're saying I'm refusing to obey state law. Well, that law that law stands down. It must yield and capitulate to the Constitution. It's a lesser law. The supreme law is the Constitution. I'm exercising my Fifth Amendment right not to talk to you, and you just keep on and you're trying to push me and coerce me into saying something. I'm using the Fifth Amendment. Anything I say or do, you're going to try and use it against me. That includes documents. So these things called driver's license, registration, insurance, I'm not giving it to you and I'm not talking to you. My Fifth Amendment right is supreme. So quit saying I'm refusing or I'm not going to cooperate. Cooperate means build a case for you against me. That's self-incrimination. That flies in the face of the Fifth Amendment. So cooperation, when police say it versus somebody else, it has a real world meaning in general, and it has a law enforcement or court meaning or government meaning. That means do it their way. And their way gets you in trouble a lot of times. Now, y'all know I ain't no bar card lawyer and I ain't no bar card judge. I'm just good old Chief Damon Jones, retired successfully, 39 years. Chief of Police, Chief Deputy Constable, former U.S. Marshal, Texas Ranger, and so much more in the 5 states I worked in. I'm a minister of the gospel. I'm a teacher. I'm an exhorter. I'm a wordsmith and a word mage and social engineer and so many more things I don't even know. I examine documents. I prepare documents. I look at words, phrases, terminology, glossaries, word meanings, ADA advocate. Jesus, has appointed me a king, a high priest, and an ambassador on his behalf on this planet called Earth. So I am all things to all men to the best of my ability. I don't know it all, nor would I want to know it all. That'd be too much of a headache. But I do know a tremendous amount about a tremendous amount of things. When it comes to law, rights, remedies, and recourse, I'm pretty well educated by the grace of God. When general life, when it comes to street smarts and strategies, I'm pretty dang smart, thanks to God. Textbooks, specific grammar, and high-end algebra and scientific know-how and stuff, well, I'm a little bit behind the curve. So I try and stick to the areas I know, which is the Bible, the law, policies, procedures, rules, regulations, government interaction, citizen interaction, state citizen versus federal citizen, terminologies and things like that. Well, thank you for listening. I'm at about 9 minutes. I'm trying to keep these things short. If you want to know about something, give me a holler, holler, holler. Thank you. God bless you and have a super great Jesus day. That is all.